You. And not only that, yesterday, playing on all of this in the Super Bowl, was a commercial that reprised the old Groundhog Day movie with the star himself, Bill Murray. And shot for shot, prop for prop, actor for actor, it highlighted a Jeep. Lisa Granenstein will be with us, the editor of Adweek, coming up shortly, and also Dr. John Wyckoff on the coronavirus and where that stands right now. Back to yesterday's Super Bowl and the commercials. Jamie McCarthy is the Chief Creative Officer for the JRT agency, and they move brands at the speed of the customers. And if you're trying to wonder what he's like, just think of a 2020 version of Don Draper. He's on our AT&T line. One of the maddest men I've ever met right now. Welcome back to the program, sir.
Michael Patrick Shiels, it's always good to be here. I love your transition going from the coronavirus back to Super Bowl spots.
Yeah, I didn't see any Corona commercials in the game yesterday. It might have been a good time to buy that so that people don't get confused. I did wonder what you thought of the halftime show by Jennifer Lopez and Shakira, because while some people were obviously titillated by it, maybe they haven't been that titillated, pardon the pun, since Janet Jackson's top slip. But some people said it was too raunchy for the Super Bowl halftime show.
I never thought of that, although I love your use of the word titillated. I think that I thought it was interesting. I saw a couple of memes this morning on Twitter with the Shakira tongue little thing, but it's actually an homage to her Lebanese background. So she had that one covered. But it was all right. Were you offended?
Well, no, I just watch. I just observe. I try not to be offended at anything anymore because I don't, it's virtually impossible. I also want to get your take very quickly on the political ads because, you're a message maker, if you will. Here's Mike Bloomberg, just a piece of his commercial during the Super Bowl, talking about a woman who lost her son to gun violence.
I heard Mike Bloomberg speak. He's been in this fight for so long, he heard mothers crying, so he started fighting. When I heard Mike was stepping into the ring, I thought, now we have a dog in the fight.
Knee-jerk reaction, if you would.
Maybe the right message, but the wrong time. Context is everything. You're talking to people who are mostly at a party, drinking and having fun, and you're going to serve them up something that's a bit too serious. There's 364 days a year you could do that. Why do it on the Super Bowl?
Very good point. So on the other side of the coin, here's Donald Trump's ad with Alice Johnson. She's talking about his help freeing her from prison. She'd been there for over 20 years for a nonviolent drug-related crime, and here's what she said.
This is the greatest day of my life. My heart is just bursting with gratitude. I want to thank President Donald John Trump.
What do you make of that one?
Again, there's 364 days to do it. Can't we keep politics out of our fun once in a while?
Well, I don't know about that. We had Peter Meyer, who's running for Congress in West Michigan, the grandson of the retailer Fred Meyer, who did a 30, aired it in West Michigan there, and it sounded like this.
He's a battle-tested leader.
Congress is in chaos.
In Afghanistan, Peter Meyer brought order to chaos.
Washington is a disaster.
Meyer responded to disasters around the world.
Tensions are rising in the Middle East.
Meyer knows he interrogated terrorists in Iraq so he could handle Democrats in D.C.
Okay. Enough of this drama. I'm a conservative veteran running for Congress because in uncertain times, West Michigan needs proven leadership. Text me if you agree. I'm Peter Meyer, and I approve this message.
You like that one, Jamie McCarthy?
Did he say text me if you agree at the end of that?
Yeah.
Here's why I like that. Because it's going to give you real data and engagement is the amount of text that he gets, and that's pretty smart. And getting your audience to talk to you. So he'll know how many people agree with him, and maybe he'll only have 3 texts this morning, I'm not sure. But it's a smart thing.
Jamie McCarthy, the Chief Creative Officer for the JRT agency. They move brands at the speed of the customers, is going to give us now finally his winner, his loser, and which spot bothered him in tradition of his father, the late, great Hall of Fame radio host J.P. McCarthy.
I love it. It's here at 27 minutes after 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm J.P. McCarthy and always headband. I couldn't resist doing an impression. I'm going to start off with a loser. So there was a Walmart did actually the production value was quite fantastic. But I'm going to read you a tweet by @Brian McGuire. I love the Walmart commercials that show friendly employees, clean stores, and smiling customers. Makes you wonder if the ad executives have ever been in a Walmart. So, perhaps that they got together and had a strategy and said the world looks at us maybe a bit run down and a bit too corporate. Let's show them that we care. I didn't buy it, so I feel despite that commercial cost probably about $10 million to pull off altogether when you add in the media piece. So I thought that might have been a bit over the top, and I'm going to give that one a thumbs down, probably because of the brand message and the actual brand are complete opposites.
So that's your loser of the day. What's your winner of the day?
Well, it's tough to beat fast cars and cool guys and pretty girls. So the Porsche piece, the heist, was brilliant. And it's tough for car commercials to do that. And you had Jeep also, as you said before, using Bill Murray, which good on Jeep. That was a quite a departure from where they'd been, and I really like that piece. I also like the Snickers piece because what they did was they took a satirical approach to all of our problems of the world and made it funny. And, there's nothing better than humor during the Super Bowl. People don't want to have to think too hard. They just want to be entertained.
Half the time I thought the spots were funny or even confusing and didn't even know at the end what they were for. But James McCarthy does. He's the Don Draper of 2020 for the JRT agency, and they move brands at the speed of the customer.